What's up, Pink Lifers? Emmett here, coming at you with a brand new series. This is going to be part one of authenticity over everything. And so the other night in our Pink Life Swag Tribe Facebook group, which if you're not a part of, shameless plug here, you need to head on over. I'll drop a link in the comments section of this video and join us. We're almost 5,000 members strong. We just post a lot of encouraging and motivational quotes, speeches, whatever you want to call them, devotions. And we just have a great community that cares for one another. But anyway, I asked the question, what is authenticity? And I had a bunch or several great responses. The first one, or I'm going to share a few of them with you, and it was being yourself, being real, not being fake, not being who people expect you to be, embracing who God wants you to be, leading by example, being vulnerable and open, living out your purpose in life, honesty, transparency, don't be a copycat, speaking out of the overflow of your heart. These are just a few examples that people gave, and they were fantastic. But what I want to do in this series is I want to dive deep, figure out what the word authenticity or authentic really means. How can we strive to be authentic? And how can we apply this in our daily lives in order to help grow our businesses and become super successful, which is what I want for each of you. So to understand what authentic or being authentic means, we first have to dive in and see what the word means. And so I looked at Merriam-Webster dictionary, and it says that the word authentic is an adjective. And so what an adjective does is it's a word that's used to describe a noun. And so authentic is described in part one as being worthy of acceptance. And so I want to look at that a little bit. The first thing that hit me, I was like, wow, worthy. What does worthy mean, first of all? And when was the last time that I felt worthy of anything? And I want to ask you this, do you feel worthy? And we're going to take a dive into this, and let's look at it for a little bit. Worthy is best described as having a feeling of value. And so when I got to think about this, I thought about my earlier years, and some of you may be with me on this, but when I was in high school, I was super focused on being accepted. And I didn't feel worthy of being accepted. I didn't feel worthy of fitting in. And so I treated a lot of people terribly. And I humbly say that I feel terrible for this now. It's taken me 34 years to figure this out. But I was afraid that if I got caught speaking to that one group, the wrong group, or if I didn't wear those Jordan shoes, or if I didn't wear that Nike coat or the newest, latest trends, that I was in fear of being rejected by who I thought I wanted to be accepted by. And so I got to thinking about that, and I worried about that so much that I just totally lost who I was. I was a fake version of myself. I was not who God had planned me to be. And I wanted to relay that to you to let you know that it's not too late. So my plan for this segment or this series is for us to examine our hearts and examine ourselves. Are we truly being authentic? And so in Psalm 139:14, and I'm going to read this, it says, "For you were created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful, and I know that full well." And so the truth is that God doesn't make mistakes. Even when we're in the womb, before we even made our appearance on earth, God knew who we were meant to be and who we were. He knew our true hearts. And so going on down further, it's in Genesis 1:27, the very first chapter in the Bible. It says, God created human beings in his own image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them. You are worthy simply because God says so. And you have value because God made you. In Luke 12:6-7, it says, "Do not fear, therefore, you are more valued than many sparrows." And back then, the Bible was talking about selling sparrows for 2 coins, or they were very valued. And so this relates to this passage is having that feeling of worth and having that feeling of value. You are valued more than sparrows. Isn't it? Let me ask you this. Isn't it great news that we don't have to be anyone else other than who God created us to be? That takes a lot of pressure off of me. And so I asked this question, and the question in my caption is, who are you when no one is around? And so I want to leave you with a few questions today. Why do we put so much emphasis on others accepting us? Is it caused by fear? Do we even accept who we are ourselves? We all want to feel valued. And who doesn't want to feel valued by their peers, by your downlines, by your fellow business people? Everything has value. So when I was in school, or even later on in life, when I was still trying to be someone who I wasn't meant to be, did I create a counterfeit version of myself? Were there events that traumatized my life that made me a new conditioned self? We're going to look into those. And I can't answer everything in this one part video because it wouldn't be a series then, would it? I just hope that things speak to you through this series and through even today. I hope you know and you got out of this that you are worthy and you have value. And we're going to look further on in those aspects of this authenticity. And I want to ask you, who are you when no one is around? So if you have any input, I would love to hear it. Send me a DM, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know your take on today. I want this to be an interactive series. I want to hear what you have to say about it. I hope that you come out of this, that we can all grow together, because it's taken me 34 years to learn that not one drop of my self-worth depends on others' acceptance or who they perceive me to be. Have a great weekend, y'all. Stay safe. Check your emails. If you haven't subscribed to our emails, I dropped a link in the Facebook Tribe wall. You can go to our website. It's in the bottom right-hand corner. We love you. Much love.